Good morning, children. A happy and a healthy morning to all of you. I hope you all are safe and healthy at home. As it is a late post because I have posted the GK revision first. After that, again, I am posting you the explanation part. So, 21st century skills are necessary to succeed in the age of information. It is like learning skills, literary skills, and life skills. In your GK, for your 5th standard GK, you are going to learn many things like self awareness, safety, about technology, information, about communication. You are also going to gain knowledge about computer. So, let us start our first lesson. Our first lesson is about the cartoon characters, that is the first chapter is Toon Cross, that is given in a puzzle form. Let us look at it and learn. Follow page number 9, that is fill in the crossword with the names of the famous cartoon characters using the clues given. The clues are given. We should write the answers across and also down. So across one, the first one is Charlie Brown's dog friend in comic strip called Peanuts. Charlie Brown, many of you may be watching cartoons, you may know the characters more than me. So, Charlie Brown's dog friend in comic strip called Peanuts, and the answer is Snoopy. Third across, spinach gives him superhuman strength. What is the character name? Who gets the superhuman strength when he eats spinach? That is Popeye. And the fifth across is a high school hero from Riverdale. A high school hero from Riverdale. Even I like this show very much. That is Archie. Spells Archie. 7 across. A perfectly adorable menace. A perfectly adorable menace. That is Dennis. Next one is across 8. A curious little explorer. A curious little explorer. The answer is Dora. Dora. Ninth across. The most famous comic mouse in the world. It is very famous and very familiar. That is Mickey. Down one. The first one. A hero from the fictional planet called Krypton. The answer is Superman. Down two. The superheroine that Diana Prince becomes. Down to a superheroine that Diana Prince becomes, that is Wonder Woman. Down 4, an orange cat who loves eating especially lasagna, that is Garfield. 6 down, a sea captain who has many adventures with his journalist friend Tintin. A sea captain who has many adventures with his journalist friend Tintin, that is 6 across Haddock. That is about your first chapter, Toon Across. Let us move into the second chapter. Second chapter is completely about greeting each other. You can just have a reading of the second chapter. And next, our third chapter is about dogs. Bow wow. It is completely about the different breeds of the dogs. Let us see about this. This is also again a puzzle. Across 3, this medium-sized sled dog is native to Northeast Asia. It is recognizable by its thick fur coat and erect triangular ears, and the answer is Siberian Husky. Fourth across, the next one, these dogs originated from Germany and are known for their intelligence and strength. It is German Shepherd. It is mostly used by policemen. Sixth one, this breed from Scotland makes a good watchdog and is very loyal to the family that it lives with. The answer is Scottish Terrier. Seventh across, this popular breed got its names from the area located along Baltic Sea in modern day Poland and Germany. And it is very familiar, and most of us have this breed of dog in our homes, that is Pomeranian. The eighth one, this small sized dog is the national symbol of Mexico and is named after a state of same name, that is Chihuahua. That is about a cross puzzle. The next one is from top to down, that is down one. This silky long haired dog from Ireland was bred as a hunting dog but is also popular as a family dog, that is the Irish setter. The next one, down two. This hunting breed from England has great stamina to gallop all day long and can chase animals by scent, that is English foxhound. The next one, down 5. This small dog breed from France is popular companion dog and requires close contact with humans, that is French bulldog. This is about the dogs and its breed. Chapter is very familiar and you have already completed this in your English, that is collective nouns. Many group of animals have uncommon or even surprising names. So use the picture clues and words from the help box to guess the names for different group of animals. The first one is a dash of stingrays. The answer is a fever of stingrays. The second one is a dash of leopards, a leap of leopards. Third one, a dash of giraffes. The answer is tower, a tower of giraffes. The next one, a dash of camels, a caravan of camels. Fifth one, a dash of toads, a knot of toads. Sixth one, and dash of frogs means a group. So the answer is an army of frogs. Seventh one, a dash of rhinoceros, a crash of rhinoceros. Eighth one, a dash of gorillas means a group of gorillas are called as a band of gorillas. Ninth one, a dash of mules. The answer is a pack of mules. This is about your fourth chapter, a pack of animals. Next, the fifth chapter is looking through the light. That is very familiar and it is I think you have already completed this topic in your fourth standard science. If light passes through a particular material, means if you are able to see an object through another object, then it is called as transparent object. If you are not able to the object which is behind the other object, then that type of object or the object which allows light to pass through it is called transparent object, and the object which doesn't allow light to pass through it is called opaque object. So they have given you some objects pictures and they have asked you to write whether the objects are transparent. If the object is transparent, we should write T, and if the object is opaque, we should write O. Let us have a look at the objects. The first one is balloon. Balloon is opaque, so it is O. Stone is also opaque. Stone doesn't allow light to pass through it. So stone is also opaque, and the second one is also O. One is thin sheet of plastic. A thin sheet of plastic allows light to pass through it, so it is transparent. The answer is T. The fourth one is cardboard. Again, cardboard doesn't allow light to pass through it, so carbon is an opaque object. The fifth one is clear glass. Clear glass is nothing but the glass which we use for our spectacles. Again, clear glass is also transparent, so it is T. Sixth one is book. Book doesn't allow light to pass through it, so book is also an opaque object, and the answer is O. This is about looking through the light. The next chapter, the sixth chapter, is about savory and the sweet. It is very interesting because it is completely about the sweets, ingredients, and the savory, the dishes which we eat. So let us, given below are the pictures of sweet and savory dishes eaten in India made from the same ingredient. The ingredient is the same but the dishes are different. Use the words given in the help box to identify them. So let us look at the sweets and the dishes which are prepared or made from the same ingredient. The first one is rice. The savory of rice is the very interesting breakfast. I think it is idli, and the sweet which is made from rice is kheer. The second one is wheat. We can make the savory for wheat is paratha and the sweet is laddu. The third one is semolina or soji. It is used for preparing upma and the sweet made by this is halwa. The fourth one is carrot. The savory for carrot is sabji and the sweet made by carrot is cake. The fifth one is lentil or dal. With dal we can make dahi vada and the sweet made by this is halwa again. The next one, sixth one is pumpkin. With pumpkin we can prepare pumpkin curry and the sweet made by pumpkin is pie. The seventh one is cashew. It is a dry fruit. The snack, we can make a snack by roasting the cashew and the sweet made by cashew is barfi. And the next one is coconut. We can make chutney with coconut and also we can prepare a sweet called laddu with coconut. The next one, ninth one is beetroot. We can prepare salad with beetroot, the vegetable salad with beetroot, and we can also prepare a sweet called cupcake. The flavor is beetroot flavor. The last one or the 10th one is peanut. We can again prepare a snack with peanut by roasting it in oil or ghee, and we can the sweet made by peanut is chicky. This is about the savory and the sweet. The next chapter is about what's that sign. Pedestrians should be familiar with road signs. We can see many boards when we pass from one place to another place. We can see the sign boards at the side of the road. So pedestrians should be careful so that they can be safe on road. Use the help box. They have given us a help box in page 19. Using the help box we should identify the signs. What does the sign mean? The first one is roundabout ahead, means there is a circle ahead. The second one is pedestrian crossing prohibited, means no pedestrian. Pedestrian is the person who will be walking on the road. He is not supposed to cross. The next third signboard indicates school ahead. We can see a small boy crossing the road. So it resembles that there is a school ahead. The fourth one is falling rocks. The fifth one is slippery road ahead. So it indicates that we should go slow. There is a slippery road ahead. The sixth one is speed breaker. They are speed breakers, so we should reduce our speed. The seventh one is steep descent, means there is a slope or a slant road coming in front. So we should again reduce our speed. The eighth one is right hairpin bend, means it is something like a U-turn. The ninth one is no U-turn, means while we are passing by a road there is no U-turn. This symbol indicates there is no U-turn ahead. The 10th one is dangerous dip ahead, means there is a hollow road. This sign indicates that there is a hollow road, so it is dangerous dip ahead. The 11th one says that it is a circle with written as 50, means the speed limit at this particular place is 50 kilometers per hour. We should go in that particular speed only. The 12th one says that it is one way street, means we should only travel through one way. So this is about what's that sign. Let us move on to your next chapter, that is your ninth chapter. Let's visit Russia and know some of the interesting things about Russia. They have given you a cryptic clue. So using the clue you can answer the blanks. The first one is the Russian unit of currency. They have given a clue there. It's a part of trouble and the answer is ruble. The currency of Russia is ruble. The largest cat in the world weighing up to 300 kilos. A stripped animal like the Bengal tiger but in a cold place, and the answer is Siberian tiger. The answer is Siberian tiger. The third one, this railway across Russia is the longest in the world, named after a region that occupies more than half of Russia's landmass. So it is named after a region, and the answer is Trans-Siberian Railway. The fourth one, the Russian script. The Russian script is called. The clue given is this name is closely related to the Greek word Kyrillos, which means masterful. And the script, the Russian script is called as Cyrillic. The fifth one, this Russian river is longest in Europe. Volga begins with a V. That is nothing but Volga. This Russian river, Volga is the Russian river which is longest in Europe. The sixth one is the largest freshwater lake in the world with 1/5 of the world's unfrozen freshwater. And the answer is Baikal. Baikal. Seventh one, this snow forest is 1/5 of the world's total forested land. Sounds like something to wear around the neck. And the answer is taiga. Eighth one, a Russian ruler was called by this title an anagram of star. Means a spelling which is related to star, and the answer is Tsar. Tsar it is. Ninth one, the official residence of President of Russia rhymes with Kremlin. The clue given is rhymes with Kremlin. The answer is Kremlin. The 10th one, the national animal of Russia. You would not want a hug from this one. It is a very interesting animal. The national animal of Russia is Eurasian brown bear. It is Eurasian brown bear. This is some of the interesting facts about Russia. Now let us go into our next chapter, that is Olympic symbols. Your 10th chapter on page 24. It is Olympic symbols. A pictogram is an image. They have given a pictogram images, and you should match the pictogram image with that particular game or the sport which they are playing. Match the pictograms with the name of the sport. The first one you can see, it is golf. The first one is golf. The second one is badminton. The second one is badminton. The third one is fencing. The third one is fencing, that is B. The fourth one is boxing. You can see the boxing gloves to the hand, and the fourth one is boxing. It is option C. The fifth one is beach volleyball. You can see a layer of water and you can see the person hitting the ball. So the fifth one is beach volleyball. The sixth one is synchronized swimming. The sixth pictograph resembles synchronized swimming. The seventh one is tennis. The seventh one is tennis. And the eighth one, you can see a person riding a bicycle in the pictogram. So it is track cycling. The sport name is track cycling. The ninth one is you can see a person sitting in the boat and he is just waving his hand. So it is, the ninth one is sailing. The ninth one is sailing. The last one, 10th one, you can see a person who is doing some gymnastics, right? He has stretched his body. So the 10th one is rhythmic gymnastics. The 10th one is rhythmic gymnastic. The Olympic Winter Games are held every year. Actually, it is held in different countries. That is about your 10th chapter. So I have taught you up to 10 chapters. Just go through the revision given in your Never Skip app. Just go through the revision bits, and if you're having any doubt with the answers, children, you can find the answers at the back of your pages. You can see the answer key at the end of your book, so follow the answer key if you are having any doubts. This is up to 10 chapter. In the next video I will be teaching you the next 5 chapters. So thank you children, that's all for today's class.